Good morning, fellow peeps and folks. I'm Allie, and today we are watching Overlord, Season 1, Episode 2, and this is called Floor Guardians. So, I mean, it basically says what this is about. It's about the Floor Guardians. It's about, you know, the NPCs that now are alive. I still hope I can get the names right. I will probably use, like, nicknames for some of them. What was it? Shawl? Tear? I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna call her Shawl. Or Vampire Lady. It could just be Vampire Lady. And then we have this demi-guy. Demi-guy, wow, that sounds weird, but okay, I mean, maybe. But yeah, interesting. So we're gonna probably dive more into what the NPCs are like. Should I even call them NPCs at this point? I mean, the Guardians are like, since this is not a game anymore. And, you know, how will our Momonga, our Overlord, our guild leader, deal with the whole stuff? I mean, he did kind of get behind how things worked, how magic worked now and stuff. But, you know, we'll see. I don't think I have anything else to say about this, so let us just jump in. So, yeah, episode 2, Floor Guardians. I mean, I don't know how this anime will be paced. That is, a very important thing to distinguish there, because if it's very fast-paced, we might already, you know, get, like, stuff that's going on, like, on the outside of the guild and all of that. All that stuff. But yeah, we'll see. If it's really slow paced, then we're probably just gonna stick with Floor Guardians for now. I don't know. I'm gonna let myself be surprised. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Media Factory. Yeah, so there's gonna be the whole, the whole Catra thing again and stuff. And Funimation later too. So there's a lot of logos in this anime. Maybe it's only this version, I don't know. Let's go. So we do have cold opens every time, I guess? Oh, okay. So we got like a recap thing. Oh, she's a true vampire. So we're getting his thoughts now. Okay. What the? So they call her Shawl Tear. So not Tear, so it's Tear. Really? "76 years old? So, they're like a... I don't remember if they gave like a species for those two, but they seemed like some elven, impish people. And if we think about elves in D&D, they are only mature when they're like 100, so... Yep. Cocytus. Warrior. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. A demon set as the NPC leader when we must take defensive actions. Okay. That is what we heard before. Yeah. So before we had just this ritual of fidelity and just saying the names, but here we actually got a little bit of, you know, his thoughts about it. I mean, those are gonna be our main crew, so we should know things about him. Mm-hmm. Yep. We know all them already. We've seen him. Yeah. So, the people shown there, those are the ones that we don't know yet. Those seem to be like the ones waiting outside of the guild, probably. And yeah, there's definitely a few ones like we haven't seen her. Mm-hmm. So they do have like armor and stuff. Alright. So yeah, it does seem like our main crew, those guardians plus like the other NPCs we had in the very beginning. Mm-hmm. Various rules have changed. Yeah, we're getting basically a recap on what happened. Just the changing of the voice. Alright. We'll see how Father's loyalty will take you now that you actually have, you know, basically a will of your own. Unknown situation. Grasslands, okay. Alright. Unknown land? Okay. There has been some terraforming going on. Alright. I mean, it would be, you know, camouflage. Yeah. No, just flatlands. Okay, it would make no sense to have a hill now here. Dummy hills. I mean, so you're definitely doing some terraforming here. So you're really doing some terraforming here just to be concealed. Wow. All right. All right. We stayed behind until the end. Yeah. Yeah, because you programmed her to do that, to think that. I mean, they're still kind of what they were programmed to be, just, you know, now kind of given life to. Because there was supposed to be, you know, your underlings and stuff. All right. Yeah, he was different. What is happening with her? Okay. Keep it down. Mm-hmm. So they call the players supreme beings. All right. Sure. Your face is weird. Like the really wide smile and stuff. No, thank you. You know, Albedo should just keep it down. Really. Of course, they're gonna fight. Sure. I prefer the twins. Just, you know. Like I said, I prefer the twins. Okay. Like the others. I doubt he can right now. Alright. I don't think he's thinking about something like that at the moment. Okay. Okay. So I'm confused, but sure. I mean, dress how you want to dress. Like, I guess. So the one of the twins that looks more boyish is actually a girl, and the one who looks more girlish is actually a guy. I mean, I did notice, like, in the name, because it's, you know, having the Italian name stuff and all that, Mara had very, like, more masculine and, like, inflections. Like bello instead of bella, and fiore instead of fiora. So I was thinking about it. It would make sense. That was basically my thought, but still. Okay. So you still have to respect your class. Can you multi-class? Alright. Mm-hmm. Alright. So, like... And now you can? How does that work? Okay, created by magic, so... Is that armor a magical creation, and therefore he can use that armor to do what armor is supposed to do? Sometimes I'm confused. Alright. Is that the same person as we saw in the intro, like fighting? It might be. Okay, so the armor determines whether you can use magic or weapons, or the other way around. Alright. So you have a few deadly sins here. Yeah, and you're the only one with a gold ring here. Well. Just one. Okay. Who is gonna accompany? Oh, you are going to. I thought you would send someone else, but okay. Stars. That looks nice. Alright. Nice. Okay, so you get a magic item that Yeah, you have wings. We've seen that. Okay. That was weirder than just wings, but fine. Just watch the world. I mean, skies are beautiful. Hmm. All right. Of course. Yeah, you gotta explore first. So you're actually going to take over the world. We don't know. We don't know. I want to know. Yeah, maybe you can just message people you know or stuff. Um, that looks interesting. Are you getting attacked, or is that the... Oh, okay. Yeah, it is the thing they were talking about. It's gonna take some time until I'm gonna get used to the thing about the guy being dressed as a girl and the girl being dressed as a guy. Um, but, I mean, the thing is, the voices in Japanese, you know, for like young guys are usually like voices for young boys are usually done by women either way, so you can't really never you never know. Apparently you can. Okay, so given the I don't know what word I wanted to say there. It already shrink to size. That is interesting. That is nice. That things fit like that. Um just because. Mhm. Well, but I mean, you know that he's here. Of course. What else? Mhm. One of those rings. He's just giving them away. I mean, there's not many people here now, so, I mean, I guess he has some to spare. So it's gonna be like some sort of reward. Calm down, lady. Oh, we're getting other characters, finally. Alright. So we're only getting a glimpse of that one blonde dude who apparently attacks villages, so he's not a nice guy. So, we had a few things, a few more clarifications on how the Floor Guardians work and what's up with them. So they do keep everything that has been programmed. Like, that one moment when he was gone, I was like, okay, are they gonna drop the act now and be different or something? But they're not, so, because, like, in the beginning I was like, oh, do they know that they're supposed to act like that, but they actually are different, but I guess the settings do change their, you know, whole demeanor and stuff. Yeah, the whole fighting thing there over him, it's typical for anime to do stuff like that. I mean, this is basically an isekai, right? We have one person who just... Our main character is not from this world, so it's an isekai, of course. But, you know, just the whole... Yeah, there are multiple people that are basically in love with him and are fighting over him. It's like something that anime does a lot, and I know that it's just, you know, at this point basically expected, but it's sometimes a little bit tiring. So we did get kind of a little bit more about the Floor Guardians and who is who, and all of that, and what the thoughts of Momongo were. And, of course, what the Floor Guardians' thoughts were about him. Yeah, like I said, we had the fight, and then it was like the whole, talk about the twins. You know, like I said, even at the end of, I didn't say anything about it, because that's the thing about anime, and about Japanese mixed with other languages. Obviously, like, you know, names from other languages. Of course I noticed that their names were, you know, Aura's name was with all A's at the ends, and Mara's name was with O's and E's, of course. So I was like, yeah, that's the female and that's the male variant, of course. But since it's a Japanese anime, I was like, yeah, sometimes they don't notice the rules, so it might just be random because they thought it looked nicer or sounded nicer. But apparently they did look it up. They did choose those inflections for a reason. So yeah. They are actually girl and guy. And yeah, that's just how it is now. I mean, I can get behind it. I like that they have heterochromia and, you know, one has it the one way around, the other has it the other way around. I do like that design choice. Yeah. Then we had you know, Momonga reflecting on how the rules of the world work again. So if he makes the armor, he can use weaponry, because the armor is made for using that, I guess. But he cannot use his magic. So he's basically diverging from his class for a while, becoming a fighter instead of a magic user. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's the rules here. So we have a few... Yeah, there were like those 3 peeps. Jealousy, avarice, and wrath. Okay, so we have like 3 of the 7 deadly sins here. And yeah, the whole transformation that the head was like a frog or whatever. I don't know what that is, a frog, a lizard, or... I mean, in the intro, we just see the wings, but not the other part, so I was like, yeah, wings, we've seen that, and that then just... Okay, your head is different now. That caught me off guard for a while. But yeah, Momonga's giving up a few of the guild rings to the others so they can move freely, which makes sense, and because they were like more than 40 people in this guild, so you know, there were a lot of people just probably transporting around all the time. And now he's like the only one, so of course he would want the other characters, the NPCs, the Guardians, to also have some freedom there. Mara has successfully started to cloak the base, basically, which was an interesting plan, you know, to use the flatlands and just do a lot of terraforming and be like, okay, we're putting dummy hills there and make our base as if it was a hill, so it won't be that noticeable. I mean, you know, that's just a tactical decision. Just put dirt on the walls. Why not? I mean, if you don't, you know, want it to look imposing and shiny and stuff, then just put dirt on the walls. Nobody cares. But yeah. That was basically the episode. We got, like I said, a glimpse of that one guy, but I guess we will get more of him next time. So I guess next episode we will get a little bit of what happens outside on this world. Yeah, the sky full of stars was definitely beautiful. And now Momonga has the goal of, you know, conquering the world, making the guild known, and hopefully get in contact with some other people who are like him. It makes sense. But yeah, I think this is it for this episode. So, on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!